come into mind now. But the first one is that you made mention of the fact that some of these things, religion, are birthed out of beliefs. You know, someone wakes up, he believes this certain way. Another set of people wake up, they believe certain way. And they use that to find answers to their questions. But why does this always seem like they are always in competition? Because after centuries, we've seen this over and over. Certain form of beliefs trying to compete with each other and one trying to overshadow each other. Why is this phenomenon?
The problem is not religion.
Okay.
The problem is the custodian of religion. Religion has no problem.
Okay.
Because religion is abstractism.
Okay.
It's like you say a house, that a house has a problem. No, it does not have a problem. Okay? The way you build your house is the way the house is going to look like. So as long as the house works in a certain way, that is how the house is going to be. Now, why we have conflicts with religion is because of custodian of religion. And listen to me. What is religion? Religion simply is a belief, okay, that has emanated from thorough questioning and introspection in the mind of man, trying to find answer to a phenomenon. So in the process of finding answer to a phenomenon, you decided to go deeper. You decided to dig deeper into phenomenon. And trying to go deeper make you to come up with certain belief. It comes as an assumption. So you use these assumptions as a way to answer agitating problems of life. So, and that is what religion is all about. So who brought religion is man. The images of God. Those who have come around to live in this celestial world, they are the origin of religion. But the religion is passed over from generation to generation, from one people to another, from one individual to another individual. So now, in the process of handling religion, we may add our own ideologies to it. That is different from how you took it from your fathers or from the originator. So you drop certain things, you had certain things. In the process of religious progression, in the process of religious progression, we stylishly drift away from the fundamentals.
Okay, so which means that most of the religions we have today have been diluted with too much of bias, if I can say that.
Of course, yes.
So whose fault is it? Is it from the person giving it or from the person receiving it? Because I believe that when the person passing it has given instructions on how the religion is meant to be practiced, then it's up to the person receiving it to go in that direction. So whose fault is it? The person who has handed it over or the person who has received it?
I'm going to tell you, sincerely speaking, that it's not even the person handing it over that has a fault. The person that is handing it over, that's not the one that has the fault. The one that has the fault is the one collecting it.
Okay.
And let me tell you one thing about religion. Religion is original.
Okay, religion is original.
It's original. If I discover a belief, don't forget that the belief that I have discovered is a function of an effort. I dig deep. You don't become a religious figure by sleeping and waking up in your house. It is deeper than that. Okay? And that's why if you study religions very well and you look at people who are custodian of religion, they were not ordinary people. Many of them, they live ordinary life like we are living now. Many of them lived in the wilderness. Many of them, they deny themselves of the pleasure and the enjoyment of life because of what they wanted to get from the understanding they want to get. Because religion is trying to know a dimension of God. Who is the creator? Now, knowing the dimension of God is not something that you know on the platter of gold.
Hmm.
You have to dig deep. Are you hearing what I'm talking about now? Now, if it has cost me a lot spiritually to be able to gather certain facts upon which my religious belief is standing, if I grow old and I want to hand that same thing over to my children, will my children go through the same rudiments of discipline I went through? Many of them won't be able to do it. So what you hand over to them will be taken with levity. And so before you know it, little by little, the sacredness of religion gets weakened as it moves from one generation to the other.
So let's now streamline into Nigeria. You made mention that religion in itself is original, but it may have lost the sacredness as a result of how the people receiving it must have received it. But looking at Nigeria now, looking at the religions we have, can we say they are the original, as it may?
The religions we have, talking of...
Let's keep the two focus now, so that we can be direct. Christian and Islam, which are the two main religions in Nigeria.
Yes, see, I'm going to tell you that the religion we have now, which we practice in the present day religious context, is not original. We are not doing it the way it is handed over unto us. The reason is because no matter how much you try to paint something that is white, no matter how much you want to paint it, the white is white. You can't call it another color. The white is white. When we allow civilization and the advance in technology. So you see, and what has been handed over to us has been manipulated through advancements in technology, through civilization, through governmental interferences and personal interests. So it has been waterlogged. So the religion we have presently now, we have at our disposal now, is not the authentic religion that was handed over to us by our fathers. And that is the reason why we have a lot of complexities. We have a lot of diversities. We have a lot of confusion in this present.
I was about to get that. Now, talking about complexities in terms of religion, you realize that for the two main religions we have in Nigeria, a lot is happening. A lot of complexities. Day in, day out, we see new versions of Christianity, for example. Day in, day out, we see new versions of Islam. And you keep asking, what is it that we're doing? Is it that people are only thinking about religion? Is it that only people are trying to be lazy and shying away from the effort needed to drive change and put in what needs to be put in? What's bringing about this phenomenon in terms of complexities? People are coming out with a new form of Christianity, new form of Islam, from the ones we've been seeing.
Let me tell you the truth. There are two major things that is inherent in every individual. Number one is potentially human being will love independence. Everyone loves independence. That is why let me give you an example. If you have a child, and once your child has grown up to a certain age, he wants to enjoy certain freedom. So he wants to allow his opinion to prevail. So he will tell him, oh boy, no, don't do it this way. I say, Daddy, no, that is the way I want to do it. Because to him, he has left secondary school, he is now in higher institution, so he feels that I'm mature enough now to take decision for myself. So human being will love independence. Now, one of the things that drives independence is recognition. You want to be recognized. So because you want to be recognized, you want your voice to be heard. So as a result of that, what is going to happen to you is that you will want to stay alone, want to stand alone so that you will lend a voice.
Doesn't that connote being selfish?
The second one is selfishness. These two things is a virus that eats every human being. Let me give you an example. Have you not wondered why? Sometimes I try to ask myself, why will somebody have 10 cars parked in his garage? And there's somebody close by in your neighborhood that doesn't have one. And you don't feel it that out of these 10 cars that I have, let me spare one and